All right, so for those of you who don't know, this right here is the pickup camper that we stayed in for about a year and a half before we found the property and the travel trailer. And we used that guy on top of, where is he? There he is. On top of that truck, the flatbed. We stayed in it, traveling around the area, had a full-time job. So I just stayed in that while we were searching for a new place to live. But since then, it's pretty much become like a storage shed. Just got a bunch of stuff in here. But right now, or this weekend, we're going to be clearing it out. It's going to be a guest room. I've been wanting to clean this up and do some kind of like YouTube studio, office, something like that. So both my lady and I have a place, where it's halfway quiet. We can do what we need to do. So this weekend we're going to be cleaning this whole thing up. We have, if I can squeeze in here, a bunch of canned food that we need to go through. A lot of this stuff, or some of this stuff, not a lot of it, was here before we moved from Western Oregon. Let's see if I can find one, but no, but yeah, any of these guys with rust on it, need to go through, get rid of. And the mice have had a heyday with some of them, so they're definitely going to get rid of that. No, we're not saving granola bars back here. That was, I think that was empty at the time when we were moving out. So some of the stuff is probably still good. And we got Spam here. There's no rust on it. Best by December 2026. So I'm going to go grab a garbage bag and start cleaning some of this up. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And the first thing, this guy's in the way. This guy's probably going to end up going into the shed. Let's put him over here to the side. Alright, so here's all the regular garbage. A lot of its boxes had a tendency to unpack boxes and leave the boxes in here, so we get to deal with them now. So now the job's going to be to get in here, and every can of food is going to be looked at. If there's any rust on it, we're going to get rid of it. I just saw a can that had frozen because this is non-heated. It's the only place we can keep any spare food. But anyways, saw a can that froze, split. So I got a little bit of a mess to clean up in here. Speaking of which, I saw something else that needs to go. These are all dried up. That's what it looks like so far. This is the one that split. Got some beets here. Got to look over every can. I think I said that before. I'm gonna go through and make sure everything's not rusted. We're going to put some solar in here. Got a couple little batteries. Got our original 200-watt solar panels that I want to hook up so we can at least have some light in here. Here we go. You figure out a place to put all these things, because I'm pretty sure that all that crap will tear a regular garbage bag. Yeah, I think even it doesn't look bad, but I should get rid of it. June 26, 2021. It's past or no, not quite. It's 4 years old. But yeah, anything with rust, we'll go ahead and get rid of. It's probably going to be most, if not all of this. There's a Spam can. It's still okay. Another one. Alright, well, I'm going to get to this, and we'll check back in here in a little bit. Alright, so I went through, got everything out, all the cans. Even had a bunch in here. That's falling down now. I'm trying to see what it's going to take to get power back in here. A couple of batteries or something, but pretty much makes me sick. This is what happens when you don't go through your stocks, at least once a year. End up throwing away a bunch of stuff 4, 5, 6 years later. We had stuff in here that was 10 years old. But, oh well, time to resupply. Next will be vacuuming. Not really worried about up here. We got a bag of sleeping bags. Cat likes to sleep in here, so we got a bed for him. Extra cooking stuff, which will go up here, right on that guy. Got all this crap out here. Got the little green meanie. Let's see if I can get him to run. Once again, if you haven't heard me say it, do not recommend. The little thing's a pile of crap. It's the what do they call it? Sportsman. That's it. I think it's from Home Depot. Got it online. But yeah, anything that says Home Sportsman on it like that, yeah, don't do it. Get something else. Well, surprisingly started when I wanted it to. It took about 4 or 5 pulls and 2 strokes, so you might see some smoke coming out the exhaust. But let's get busy. Yeah, almost as good as it did back in 1977. Well, all this cover right here, this is all Dollar Tree stuff. Found it, I think, over in the kitchen area. But let's see if I can get some of this up. There you go. Just like that yellow, nasty yellow stuff. Got tired of that really quickly. There's some. So we decided to cover that up real quick. I think this was like probably $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 to do this whole thing. You know, it looked great back in the day. You know, even had enough to do the table, which of course, you know, it's coming off. The table's green there, yellow there. That was lovely. You know, definitely brings back memories being back in this little camper. You know, I spent about a year and a half living in this thing full time before we got the travel trailer. We started. We didn't get that thing till December of 2018, and we moved into this thing back in Western Oregon in the springtime of 2017. You know, the summer before that, we did like a trial run, lived in here for the summer. And then the springtime after that, we went full time, lived in this thing. It's definitely a lot simpler. Kind of miss it sometimes. You know, the only thing is that with this thing, there was no such thing as what people call incognito camping. Is that what it is? Where you basically just park in a certain area, you know, like on a street, stealth camping. That's what it is. You know, no such thing as stealth camping in this thing. It definitely stood out, but that was okay. Throughout the year and a half that we were here, we only got the dreaded knock twice. Um, and all they did, you know, they didn't even have us. Did they have us move? Yeah, one person had us move, and one said, you know, you stay the night there, but you got to leave the next day. Don't come back. Um, but other than that, we had great times. You know, camping all the time. Well, camping, being pretty much free to do whatever we need. No rent. Went to the coast almost every weekend, camping. You know, the weekends that we're not going to the coast. Didn't really want to stay in town anyways for the weekends. Just came in town, went to work, and then left. And did just fine for all that. And the trip up here, setting it on the property here. And when we got here, we did a bunch of camping up here. Did a lot of boondocking, you know, free camping areas, and we stayed at a RV/campground right by a lake. Like that was awesome. The summer before we found this place, there was a wildfire, and the planes would dip down into the lake to get water for the fires. And the funny thing about that is we didn't know it until after we moved here, you know, a couple months, I think at least. But that fire was just west of here. It was just on the other side of the highway, maybe 2 miles away. They said if the fire would have jumped the highway, this whole area would have been evacuated. And you know, who knows if we would have gotten this place then. But the sad thing is if it got here, then it would have gotten all the farmers' fields with all the wheat. That would have been really scary. But anyways, then got this thing cleaned up and put some of the stuff back. Try to get some solar in here. Got a couple old batteries to hook up, and maybe we can get some lights. I forgot I had lights back here, so that's neat. Got lights here, lights up there, lights there. Just a little LED strips. Got an entryway light. Just in case this is the end of this video. I don't know if I'll continue on today or not. It's going to be like 95 tomorrow, so I got to put the air conditioner in the pickup camper. But just in case this is it for this video, thank you for watching. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up if you got any value out of this. If you want to follow us along on our journey, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Until next time, keep kicking up dust. Boom shizzle.